You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show. Here in West Bloomfield, the Art Leaders Gallery is taking the time to honor a very special and unique artist that we all grew up with. Here's The Splash's Laurence Nilan with the story.
We're at the Art Leaders Gallery in West Bloomfield where they're doing an exhibit on the eclectic works of Dr. Seuss. Let's take a look. The art of Dr. Seuss has been entertaining both children and adults for decades, and the Art Leaders Gallery in West Bloomfield is featuring a large collection of both his more well-known work and his secret art, which may surprise some fans.
He would spend his time after hours, after he would do his normal day job with the political cartooning, and he would create these secret paintings. We also call them his midnight paintings because he would do them after hours. He let his inner self just come out while he was doing those paintings. And he had a very satirical mind, which I think is why he was so good with the political cartooning and everything. So you can see in some of his secret art pieces, they have a little bit of a sexual element to some of them. Nothing, offensive, but a little naughty. And it was just kind of like his playfulness that came out.
Dr. Seuss was born Theodore Geisel in 1904 in Springfield, Massachusetts. But how he became Dr. Seuss is an interesting story.
So Seuss is his mom's maiden name, and it's actually pronounced Seuss in the proper German pronunciation. While he was in Dartmouth, he was the editor-in-chief for the Jack-o'-lantern. During his senior year, he and some of his buddies got together, and it was during the Prohibition era, and they were in their room, and they had a pint of gin, and they got caught, and as punishment, he got kicked off of the Jack-o'-lantern. So he would submit cartoons and editorial pieces under false names, until eventually he sent one as Dr. Seuss. It was properly supposed to be pronounced Dr. Seuss, but no one pronounced it correctly, so he just said, we're going to go with Seuss. Everyone seems to be saying that anyway.
First published in 1957, Seuss's most famous work, The Cat in the Hat, had a fascinating origin.
With the creation and widely popular reception of the television, children weren't reading as much anymore, so there was a lower literacy rate. So Dr. Seuss's publisher at Random House contacted him and said, I have this list of 223 words that all early readers should learn. I want you to make a book using as many as you can. Dr. Seuss took a look at the list, and the inspiration wasn't coming, so he decided, I'm going to make the book about the first two words that rhyme. And the first two words were cat and hat. And he ended up using 236 words, unique words. So he used all 223 and then added 13 extra ones. And it became The Cat in the Hat.
Some of the most unique Seuss work that Art Leaders is showcasing are reproductions of his unorthodox taxidermy, which were inspired by a close family member who was a superintendent of parks in Springfield, Massachusetts.
His father would collect the deceased animals' horns or beaks, different body parts like that, usually the aesthetic ones, and would actually send them to him. And eventually he ended up creating these unorthodox taxidermy creatures. They were just sort of like a personal project for him. None of these actually have real horn or beaks or anything like that, but the originals did, and they were just really fantastic creatures.
Reporting for The Splash, this is Laurence Nilan.
Thanks, Larry. And for those interested in seeing more from the exhibit on the art of Dr. Seuss, the event runs all month in March, so feel free to give them a call at 248-539-0262 or go to their website at artleaders.com for more information. Thanks for watching a segment of The Splash. To catch the entire show or other segments, watch us on Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T Channel 99, or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us on WBLD 89.3, the all-new Lakes FM.